This video complements Professor Tony O'Driscoll's competitive strategy course at Duke University, where he provides a brief overview of the value migration framework that resides within the adaptive quadrant of BCG's strategy palette. Let's begin. Imagine you're leading a company that's been at the top of its game for decades, but one day a competitor you never saw coming starts capturing your market. Your sales drop, customers leave, and suddenly you're fighting just to stay relevant. This is the story of the value migration framework, a concept that explains why once dominant companies lose ground and why new players can capture that lost value. The value migration framework helps us understand where value comes from, where it goes, and why it moves between companies, industries, and business models. It shows us how companies can either thrive or be left behind as markets shift. Let's dive into how it works. Value migration is the flow of value away from outdated business models towards newer ones that better meet customer needs. There are three key stages in the process. Value inflow, when value flows into a company because it has something that customers want. Value stability, when the company continues to hold on to value but innovation slows and growth flattens. Value outflow, when value moves out as competitors introduce more relevant or efficient models. Understanding where your company stands in these stages can be the difference between leading your market and becoming irrelevant. Let's start with value inflow. This is the stage where a company creates something unique that resonates with customers. Think of Peloton. When Peloton launched its connected fitness platform, it wasn't just selling bikes, it was selling a new lifestyle. Peloton's value inflow came from understanding that fitness consumers were looking for an at-home solution that combined physical exercise with community and coaching. This wasn't just about a product. It was about creating value by offering a service that fit into people's busy lives. As a result, customers flowed towards Peloton in droves. Next, we have value stability. This is when a company's offering is still valuable, but the innovation curve starts to plateau. Take Uber as an example. Uber disrupted the taxi industry with its ride-hailing platform. Initially, value flowed heavily towards Uber because it provided a much-needed alternative to traditional taxis. More convenience, better prices, and higher flexibility. But now, Uber faces increasing competition from companies like Lyft and various local services worldwide. While Uber is still valuable, it must continuously innovate to stay relevant through Uber Eats, autonomous driving initiatives, and even delivery drones, just to maintain value stability. The last stage is value outflow, where value migrates away from a company as its offerings become less relevant. Take General Electric, for example. Once an industrial powerhouse known for its turbines, appliances, and massive infrastructure projects, GE was at the top of its game. But as newer, more agile companies began leveraging digital technologies, GE struggled to keep pace. Startups and newer players like Siemens began to outmaneuver GE by offering more digitally integrated solutions. GE's failure to quickly adapt to the changing industrial landscape resulted in significant value outflow, leading to its shrinking market share and influence. Why does value migrate in the first place? It's because what customers find valuable changes over time. Advances in technology, shifts in customer preferences, and economic forces push value from old, outdated business models to new ones that better meet emerging needs. One of the biggest drivers of value migration today is digital transformation. Companies that invest in tech, cloud computing, AI, or automation often see value inflow as they solve modern problems faster and more efficiently than traditional businesses. Let's look at the rise of Zoom. Pre-2020, video conferencing existed, but the value was scattered across several players like Skype or Cisco WebEx. However, as remote work became a necessity during the pandemic, Zoom's easy-to-use platform captured the attention of businesses, schools, and individuals. Suddenly, value migrated from older, clunkier systems to Zoom, which offered superior usability, flexibility, and scalability. The key was understanding what the new market conditions demanded and delivering it fast. So, how can you spot value migration in your industry? As engineers and future business leaders, here are 3 ways. First, follow the technology. Keep a close eye on emerging technologies that can disrupt existing systems. Think about how AI, blockchain, or renewable energy could shift the landscape. Second, customer behavior. Monitor how your customers' preferences are evolving. Are they asking for faster, cheaper, or more convenient solutions? If so, you need to adapt quickly. Finally, business model innovation. It's not just about better products, but better business models. Companies that figure out how to deliver value in new ways, like subscription services or digital platforms, are often the ones who benefit from value inflow. To wrap things up, remember, value migrates from outdated business models to ones that better meet changing customer needs. Companies like Peloton and Uber show how businesses can experience inflow and stability, but they must continue to innovate. Meanwhile, companies like GE highlight the dangers of being too slow to adapt, leading to value outflow. Engineers and future business leaders need to stay vigilant by following trends in technology, monitoring customer shifts, and always looking to innovate business models. Value migration isn't just a concept for strategists, it's a reality for every business. If you can predict where value is heading, you can make the right strategic moves to capture it before your competitors do. In the world of business, nothing stays still for long. The value will always find its way to where customer needs are best met. The question is, are you ready to migrate with it? Now that you understand the basics of the value migration framework, consider how it might be best applied to the live case assignments in the competitive strategy course. Good luck.